Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona State's offense will take the field first. And now out to lead the attack, it's Cutter Bowling. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Makes a man miss. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Scanning the field, it's Bowling. Gets it to the back. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hand off for Brown. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense was all over it. They know 3rd down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
So BYU's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes L.J. Martin. He put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand.
What an effort by the receiver to go up and make the play with just 1 minute. You see it time and time again. I think the gloves are so amazing nowadays. If you put these gloves on, Jesse Reese, you know what I'm talking about. You just put a hand up there a lot of times, it sticks to it. It did there. Nice catch.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
Fires into the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Cougars. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. Caught, and he's got room. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming.
And he's in! Touchdown, BYU! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Snags it over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it at the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften.
Maybe some room here. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run it. It's Martin. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. BYU lines up with a first and goal. The snap sets up to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, BYU. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Boley. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Brown. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone.
Could be an alley. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Spins away from the defense. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And now on second down for this offense. On the move. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
So now it's second and long. Right back to him on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. It's 3rd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Boley. Takes the easy one to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to Brown. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running inside, it's Martin. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Casper. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Wants to throw it again. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. BYU right back to the line. Wants to throw again. Unloads it left. It's caught. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Looks as if BYU will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If the quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play, instead, no gain.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Going to the run, it's Martin. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cougars! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
This is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Lofts one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 6 team, the SMU Mustangs.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Martin. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Motion from the wideout. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Oh, it's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Robinson again. Bounced off his feet.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Cougars have it with a first and goal. Off the boot, looking for his man. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Absolutely center cut. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish quarter number 3. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. He'll bring it out. It's Mack. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Moss. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense putting points on the board. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The Sun Devils off. makes its way onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. It's Keene. Quick completion on the out. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Swings it out to the flat. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it set up on the outside. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Using his legs, it's Martin. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's second and 3. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught behind the line. It's Moss. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. With the clock running, this should be the final play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really